Hello, and it's Elliot back from Gaming Geeks for Fun. And today I will be showing you how to play Memoir 44. Well, how to set up Memoir 44. So I will show you how the rule book. There is, well, if you're doing this at home, it may be helpful because look at this. So setting up the game, it's the first page. But let's put that aside for right now. First, we have to get out the game board. So we're going to lay down the game board. Now, whichever mission you're doing, let's just pick a random mission. That is, how about this one? So, see how there are tank symbols and with a number and people symbols. Then there are tiles and village tiles, people, and the colors represent what team it is. So give me a second to just set up the board. Our game board looks like so far. In the next clip, I will show you the final setup and how to play. Well, here we are back because we just finished setting up the game board and all the game pieces. So, I will show you a few things before we begin. So, Hannah, if you may, look over at me like so. We have some cards. These were called command cards. So, first things first. This command card, look, it says left flank. So if we were looking at the board here, the left flank would be right in this area. Cameron, do you see this? Yeah. Then there's the center, which is this area right there. Let me just make you be able to see, like so. So this area is the center area. If a command card has that, it means center. And if it has this symbol looking down this way, this would be the right flank. Then there are different amounts of units you can move. See, this card has 1. This card says 2 units. And this card says 3. And this card says all units in a section. Then there's some special command cards that look like this one, or this one that says like order 1 in each section, or order 2 on each flank. Then there are a bunch of these cards that look and are special to the game that do different things depending on what you have. Now, back to the basics. So how you play is you're trying to complete the goal. The goal right now is to get 4 medals. How you get medals is that you kill one of these units. And so basically, these guys, by the way, in this mission, there's a special rule that if they have this token, that when they kill a troop, that instead of getting 1 medal, they get 2 medals, which is pretty cool if you didn't see that. But so this token stands for the French resistance, I'm pretty sure. And all of these troops are French resistance, which I think that means they get an extra die. Oh yeah, by the way, if you noticed, I accidentally set up these. These are supposed to be there, and these guys are supposed to be swapped. But, I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't matter where. So, to get to the basics. So, infantry units can move 0 to 1 in battle, or move 2 in battle. So if I took these guys, I could go, how would I do this? Well, if these guys went here, and on their turn, these guys went here, these guys on their turn could move one closer. And see on this card how it says infantry 3, 2, 1. So 3, then you would take 3 attack dice with these symbols, roll them. So I got 2 infantry and 1 retreat, which is the flag. The flag is a retreat. Infantry symbol, there's a grenade that can either take out the tanks, one guy, or a artillery. Then there's a tank symbol, and then there's this star, which means it missed. And since I rolled 2 infantry, I take 2 infantry off of there. And since I rolled 1 retreat, they have to retreat towards their side of the board. So, also, there are these things called card holders where they hold like your command card. So like, look, infantry assault. Issue in order to all infantry units in one section. Units may move up to 2 hexes and still battle, or move 3 hexes but not battle. But battle restraints still apply, which means these, because like, let's say for example, if these troops wanted to go 1, 2, in the forest it says block line of sight. Units moving in must stop. So if the unit was here, he couldn't go 1, 2 like that. He couldn't because it's a forest. Units can't move in, can't battle, except for the French resistance, which they can. So a first move action could be like 1, then shoot at these guys or something like that, which would be really good for you. So yeah, then there's the hills that block line of sight, duh, because they're hills. They also, there are no movement restrictions in terrain. All of them have these symbols down here that says like troops get -1 and tank get -1. So if these troops were on top, and let's pretend these are bad guy troops, if these guys shoot up at these 1, 2, they would roll 2 die. But since they're on a hill, they only roll 1. And see for forest here, it says tanks get -2. So let's say these tanks are here and they're shooting at the forest. Wait, no. The tanks were here shooting at these guys in the forest. Tanks roll 3 on 3, 3 on 2, 3 on 1. So there's 1 space in between, which means they roll 3. But then since they're in the forest, they roll 1. But also, what we're forgetting is that, well, in this mission, those tanks are special units because they have 4 tanks in them, which means so they just like are special because most tank units only have 3 guys. So I'll just play out a turn from here, or 2, to show you like how to play and stuff. So in the rule book, it says that the axes the allied player goes first. So on this board, I set it up opposite, so this side is the allied player. I think that they will do infantry assault. I'll give you a second to read it if you'd like to read it. And okay. So they play infantry assault. They choose the center section, which is this section, which means they can move this, 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 and this. We should probably give those back. But so first, these guys are going to move 2 because they can. 1, 2. Then shoot at these guys for 1, 2 die. No, 3, 2 die. Still, same. They rolled a grenade and a retreat, which means 1 guy gets destroyed for the grenade, and they have to retreat. They'll retreat here behind there. this guy's turn. They will go 1, 2, and then 3 to here. These guys will go 1, and then shoot at these guys for, I think, 3 dice, if I am right. Yeah. So we rolled the 3 dice. They scored 3 men. Boom, boom, boom. That unit's weakened, which means these guys are gonna go. No, battle restrains. Okay. But 1, 2, and then 3 onto there. These guys are gonna go 1, 2, 3 to there. And yeah, I think that's all they can do right now. But look how many troops they took out. 1, 3. They practically took out a unit. So now, since their turns end, they draw 1 command card. Then it is the axe player. They just saw how much damage they did to their troops, so they will play this one. All units in center, attack. So yeah, so all units in the center for these players, which means this guy, and that guy, all have to go. Well, first these guys are gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. And so these guys are gonna shoot 1, 2 at these guys for 2 dice. For example, they got 2 grenades. Pick, pick. These guys will shoot at those guys. See? Now towns and villages, they have a -1 thing, which means it's shooting from here is 3 dice, but then -1 for the thing. That's 1 guy off of there because I rolled a tank and a guy. Then, so we went, those guys went. Now it's this guy. He's going to shoot into the village for another 2. He gets 2 guys. They pick off this unit, which means, here it is. So they just picked off a unit, which means they get a star over here. You need 4 stars to win, and I think that's the end of their turn, so they draw a card. Now I'll just show you some more things. So these tanks can move 1, 2, 3, well, 3, and still shoot. Yep, they can move 3 and battle. And for their battle, so if they're here, it's 3. If they're here, that's shooting 1, 2. Look at the card. 2 is 3 dice. That's 3 dice. And then here is out of range. So, yeah. I think that is all you need to know. Other than, give me 1 second to get them out, because I need to show you something. If you're playing a mission with artillery here, this is an artillery, so they could be sitting right here behind all of these things, and since they ignored line of sight, so they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the card. There you go, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And since they're shooting 5, so that's 1 die. Well, how about they spawn there, so they can roll 2 die. Just because I want them to. And so they rolled 1 tank and 1 grenade. The grenade and the tank both take out 2 tanks, which means that unit's down to 2 tanks. Wow, that was a pretty successful turn. And by the way, since there is no artillery thing on the die, grenades count as both this tanks, infantry, and artillery. So you choose one of those that it can blow up, which is pretty cool. Then, yeah, so I think that is all the basics you need to know to get started on your mission of Memoir 44. And I think that is it for today. Bye! And this is Elliot from Gaming for Fun.